हरिओम. We have done the prayer. समेत हम थोड़ा लेट हो गया मुझे आज. Have we done the prayer?
No, not
No,
yet.
not yet. Yeah. Om. 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 Sahana vavatu, sahano bhunaktu, sahaviryam karavavahai, तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्. We were doing the 69th verse. As yesterday we had completed, I think, a few paragraphs. I will just read the shloka, and I believe that if the things are okay, then we will watch Nanaji's video after we complete. I think this is the last few shlokas, right? Kindly guide me how we can proceed, or we can complete this and then. Yeah, I'll just complete. या निशा सर्वभूतानां तस्यां जागर्ति संयमी यस्यां जागृति भूतानि सा निशा पश्यतो मुनेः. In that which is night for all beings, the one who is wise, who has mastery over oneself, is awake. That in which beings are awake is night for the wise one who sees. So we were looking at Bhagavan's answer for Arjuna's how the Sthita Prajna walks and talks. And I mean, although the question was what Arjuna meant was different, but here Bhagavan has very well answered that the one who is Manana Shila, Muni, for him, he is Viveki and he knows. So that is the Jagrat person. That is not in literal sense the one who is awake from the sleep, but the sleep of avidya, sleep of ignorance here Bhagavan is talking about. I'll just quickly browse through the text. Ignorance and knowledge are like night and day. Krishna had talked about the person who is happy with himself or herself. And since a madman can also be happy with himself, he also pointed out that a sthita prajna must have knowledge. Recognizing, however, that his description of a wise person was not complete, Krishna adds this very interesting verse. In essence, what he says is that a wise person is like a wise person, and the other wise cannot really understand such a person without becoming wise. He illustrated his point by saying that what is night for all people is day for a wise person who has the mind and senses with him or her. Such a person is called a Sanyami here. Samyami here. The word yama means mastery or control over the mind and senses. And samyami, one who has that mastery along with knowledge. Further, Krishna said, that which is day for everyone else is night for the wise person called Muni here. Muni means the one who sees things clearly, Manana Shila. For this person of clear vision, the state that everyone else thinks of as day is night. In other words, when all beings are awake, the Sthita Prajna sleeps. And when they are asleep, the wise person is awake. Does this mean then that one who is wise is some nocturnal being, like a bat or a thief who prowls about at night? Not at all. Just as the darkness of night does not allow you to see objects as they are, night here represents darkness with reference to one's knowledge not being clear. So we have to remember this. It is about the avidya, night of avidya. The wise person is awake to what is night for all beings, the night of avidya, ignorance. What is not known to people is called the sleep of night, the sleep of darkness or ignorance, avidya nidra. In this sleep of ignorance, people are like somnambulists, sleepwalkers. This state is more than just sleep. These people are all dreamers. They are sleeping but awake, just like in the dream. They are awake and perform all kinds of activities, but still they are asleep because they are not awake to certain realities. If you are totally asleep or totally awake, you have no problem. The problem is when you are only half awake. This being a state where mistakes are possible. In dream, a person is partly awake, meaning that there is some projection by the mind. The person is not identified with the body and the physical reality, but is identified with memories and thoughts from which a dream world is set up. So till here, I think, and even the reality of duality I had read. The reality of duality. Kindly stop me if anyone wants to share. I know it is little heavy topic for us, but we will request Brahmaraji to repeat when she comes back. One thing is very clear, right? That the person who is Agnani, who is that person here Swamiji is talking about, he is asleep. And that time, the one who is Mananashila, Jnani or Muni, he is awake to the knowledge. Shall I read ahead the paragraph which we did yesterday? The reality of duality. In the dream world,
Yeah. Continue, Bilan.
uh, uh, because I think this topic is little, trivial. So we have to dig little inside, either through Manana or maybe we can watch Nanaji's video also for the same shloka. Okay, the reality of,
If you have Nanaji's video, then we can play, or if it is not
yeah, we
not able.
want to play now. I have taken out the video actually, and I did not get time to preview that, unfortunately. I,
Okay, then like it's up to you. Whatever you feel like. We can
yeah,
read then
We
again.
can, yeah, we can watch Nanaji's video if possible.
okay,
Yeah, if you have
okay.
an access to it, then you
Yeah,
can.
it is ready. Yeah,
Okay, then you can
just
play.
give me 2 minutes. I was in the class, so I could not preview it. Yeah, just a minute. Should we watch from the, are you able to see the screen?
Yes, we can see.
Um, this is from 39, 64. Can we watch from the, I think from where he's talking about, is this the,
Raga Dvesha.
yeah, we can,
64. 64?
yeah, is it, I think these are the important shlokas, 62 onwards. So we can watch
Yeah.
from 62
Okay.
if everyone thinks that, or maybe the,
Uh, Actually, it is starting from
yeah, I know,
where
but
the
the
Bhagwan
time will
Vacha,
not
but
be,
yes,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, the time
Or
will
we
be the
can, what
cons.
we can do today is, I think, what this shloka, which is we can go directly to that, or is it like, although it is starting from Bhagavan Vacha, all the shlokas are related to Raga Dvesha.
Yes, correct. Yeah, if we
You,
feel,
yeah.
yeah, let us see from 62, Krodhat Bhavati Sam, because I believe these from 62 onwards, you are able
Okay.
to see the 63 shloka, right?
No, 62 is also visible slightly.
Okay, yeah. So should I put from here, and in between, just give me 5 minutes actually till, and then we can stop in between and do manana. This is 60, 49. Yeah. I'm putting from 62 onwards.
उपजायते संगात् संजायते कामः कामात् क्रोधोऽभिजायते क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः सम्मोहात्
I think it
स्मृतिविभ्रमः
is chanting only. Just a minute, huh? It is just chanting. Namaji has started.
Nayam bhutva bhavita vana bhuyaha. In future it will not be there iti. If as a vipaschitaha for him, what is hitam for? Yeah, good question. But this is how it is. Vishayaha venivartante niraharasya dehinaha rasavadyam rasopyascha param društva nivartate. Yatatohyapi kaunteya purushasya vipaschitaha indriyani pramadheni harante prasabham manaha. Harante manaha. The manaha, the mind of the person. Who is that person? Vipaschita.
Is it okay? Are you able to hear? 60 from 6060 shloka, because the earlier was just the chanting by Brahmaraji. Hari Om. Is it okay?
Yes, yes, it's okay. Very fine.
Okay, Dhanyavad.
Vipaschita means
And just give me 5 minutes. The video is on, but after 5, I'm not near the screen. So after 5, a video is on. Okay, I will keep it on. For Manana, if you want to stop in between, after 5 minutes, please write the message. Whatever, I will be away from the screen. Just 5 minutes. The video is playing.
one who sees clearly everything very nicely. He has got clarity of thinking. He is a vyavasayatmika buddhi person. That Purusha who has got the discrimination of what is good for him, what is shreyas for him, what is hitam for him, etc. Though that kind of a person, he is making an effort to go in the direction of shreyas. Yatataha api kaunteya. That kind of a person, purushaha vipaschitaha, that kind of a person also, for that kind of a person also, indriyani, the sense organs, pramadhini. Pramadhini means what? They're very powerful. Indriyani pramadhini. Haranti. Haranti means what? They take away. How will they take away? Prasabham manaha. They take away the mind as though the mind is a pashu. Mind is an animal. Simply Indriyas will tie the mind to themselves, and because they are Indriyani pramadhini, haranti prasabham manaha. So that means what? One will have to be very, very careful regarding the influence of the Indriyas on the mind. If you are slightly unaware of the wrath that the Indriyas are wrecking on the mind is gone. When the mind is gone, you as a vipaschitaha purushaha, you are gone. You are no longer the vipaschitaha purushaha. And your yatnam for your shreyas, that also is gone. So many things happen. Turbulent by nature, the sunset, not free from attachment, even of a wise man who is practicing self-control, forcibly carry away his mind, Arjuna. So what you need to do, Arjuna? Tani sarvani samyamya yukta asita matparaha vashehi yasyendriyani tasya prajna pratishtita. Tani sarvani samyamya. Therefore, okay, gathering all those together, tani sarvani samyamya, having mastery over all those sense organs, yukta asita matparaha, have a discriminatory approach and sit thinking about me, matparaha. What is this matparaha? Is it that Kitapa, who has been playing the flute and troubling the gopis. That matparaha is what? That matparaha is what Bhagavan has already said earlier. Na jayate mriyate va kadachit nayam bhutva bhavita va na bhuyaha ajo nitya shashvatoyam puranaha na hanyate hanyamane sharire. This matparaha, that mat is najayate, it's never born. Namriyate, it does not die at all. Never. Najayate, namriyate va kadachit. Na ayam bhutva, having now been, na ayam bhutva, bhavetavana bhuyaha. In future it will not be there, iti. If it is your bhavana, that is also wrong. It will be there in future. Because this is Shashvataha, Ajaha, this is unborn, Ajaha, Shashvataha, Puranaha, ancient, Nahanyate, Hanyamane, Sharire. When the Shariram is destroyed, this does not get destroyed at all. That kind of a thing is Matparaha. That kind of a thing is Matparaha. And what else? Veda vinashinam nityam yahenamajamavyayam kadam sapurusha padha kam ghatayati hantikam. All those things, all those beautiful verses apply to that matparaha, not just the Krishna, the playboy of the Gokula. No, it's not just that. That is an Ananda Swarupa. Even when he was a child, he was an Ananda Swarupa. That's his greatness. Okay. Vasehi Yashendriyani Tasya Prajna Pratishtita. For that person, these Indriyas will be within his control. Then that person's prajna, that Sthita prajna is asked now by Arjuna, that prajna, that knowledge of who he is, how the Jagat, Ishvara, Jiva, Sambandham is there, all these things beautifully he will know. Tasya prajna pratishtita. Yeah, next verse. Now, there is a beautiful ladder of an unsuspecting person. If he is not careful, how he will get destroyed. He is given in such a beautiful form by Krishna Bhagavan. Jayato Vishayan Pumsaha Sangasteshu Pajayate Sangat Sanjayate Kamaha Kamat Krodho Vijayate Krodhat Bhavati Sammohaha Sammoha Smriti Vibhramaha Smriti Bhramshat Buddhinashaha Buddhinasha Pranashyati. Now, Jayato Vishayan, Jayato means Jhanam. You keep on meditating on the Vishayas. Vishayas are what? The Indriya Vishayas, the objects of your desire, the objects. Jayato Vishayan Pumsaha. Pumsaha is Purusha. Purusha includes Stri also. Jayato Vishayan Pumsaha. As you keep on thinking about the objects, then what happens? Sangaha, attachment, teshu, amongst the objects, sangaha, that attachment, teshu upajayate, is produced. Attachment is produced. That is the beginning of destruction. Sangaha teshu upajayate. Sangat sanjayate kamaha. From that attachment, sanjayate kamaha. A desire will be born. Desire to acquire that. Why not I have that? And that desire, if it is not fulfilled, if the desire is frustrated, if the desire, somebody else comes in the way and knocks off your efforts to realize the desire of your choice, then kamat krodho bijayate. This kama itself, this kama, which is obstructed, which has been frustrated by either your lack of adequate effort or because of various other reasons, your inability to gather the necessary ingredients for getting to realize that karma, all those factors matter. So when that is karma is obstructed, kamat krodho vijayate. That obstructed karma will result in krodhaha. Krodhaha is anger. Anger that you have not been successful, and you tend to as to hate yourself, and that anger, it depends who else is in front of you. If some hapless person is in front of you, he had it. Kamat krodho vijayate. Because you are like that, you are like what? You are like fire. You are burning with fire. Fire of not having fulfilled your desire. And that is krodhaha. And krodhat bhavati sammohaha. From this krodha, that anger, sammohaha bhavati. Krodhat bhavati. From this anger, bhavati means happens. Bhavati means it takes birth. Sammohaha. Sammohaha. Mohaha is good enough for our destruction. Moha is delusion. Sammohaha, total moha. Total moha. Sammohat, from that total moha, smriti vibhramaha, you will have loss of memory. Smriti vibhramaha, loss of memory as to where you have started. Jhayato vishayan pumsaha, that you will forget. Smriti vibhramaha. And in front of you, one very, very trusted friend of you appears. And you try to telephone him yesterday. He did not answer that call. And that fellow has appeared in front of you. And in what a condition of you that he has shown up? Sammohat smriti vibhramaha. Smriti bhramshat. That when the smriti is destroyed, buddhi nashaha, your buddhi is totally destroyed. Smriti bhramshat buddhi nashaha, buddhi nashat pranashyati. You keep on abusing your friend, a very dear friend, a trusted friend, simply because he could not answer your telephone call yesterday, and simply because your jhana on the Vishayas did not fructify, and you are nicely deluded in that mood of delusion. Your smriti has gone, that he is your trusted friend, that smriti is gone, your buddhi is also gone, and buddhi nashat pranashyate. You keep on saying avatyavadamsya bahun vadishyanti. You keep on saying avatyavadamsya bahun. This Bhagavan Krishna has told Arjuna earlier. Avatyavadamsya bahun vadishyanti tava ahitaha nindantas tava samadhyam tato dukkataram nukim. Is it not? Okay. So buddhinashat pranashyati. So what do we have to do? What do we have to do to guard ourselves against this kind of a destruction? Jhayato vishayan pumsaha. We must put a stop there. That jhana on the objects itself, if it is purged totally, when you go to the mall, just go around the mall, enjoy all those items there. Do not have the jhana that you would like to acquire something, things like that. You are not a mere toy-seeking boy. You are an adult, a mature adult. Jhayato vishayan pumsaha. That is giving you a lot of problem. So get rid of that. That problem generating jhana on the vishayas, you get rid of. That is the beginning. Jhayato vishayan pumsaha. If that is taken care, then there is no desire for you. Jhayato vishayan pumsaha. Sangaha teshu upajayate. That attachment is also not there, because you have not thought of those objects. You're just about enjoying those objects. Like when you have gone to a flower show, you don't desire to acquire any flower, neither are you allowed to touch any flower also in a flower show. Okay, you will simply keep on enjoying the beauty of the flower show, the fragrance of the flowers, how nicely things are arranged, and you will be appreciating the organizers. All those things. Jayato Vishayan Pumsaha. You, who is the organizer in the Jagat regarding the Vishayas that you may desire, may not desire, it is Bhagavan. He is the grand organizer. And just keep on being grateful to him. Don't do any jhanam of the Vishayas for fear of getting attached to them. And that attachment will lead you to desiring them. And desire, if you are not successful with desire, krodhaha bhavati, krodhat bhavati sammohaha. From anger, sammohaha, krodhat bhavati sammohaha. Sammohat smriti vibhramaha. Your memory also is nicely taken away. Your memory is taken away. Haranti prasabham manaha. Earlier verse we have seen. Haranti prasabham manaha. Haranti prasabham smritihi also. Haranti smriti bramshaha buddhinashaha. That person whose memory is destroyed, he is destroyed in the intellect also. And when that great friend of yours appears, I just gave an example of the friend. It can happen to anybody. It can be your father, mother, your brother, your wife. And in that mood, anybody coming there, you are in a Raudrakara, Tandava Shiva like. Smriti Bramshat Buddhinashaha, Buddhinashat Pranashyate. Now, what is the solution? Ragadvesha viyuktaistu Vishayan indriyaischarana Atmavasher vidheyatma prasadamadigacchyate. Ragadvesha viyuktaistu. Two, whereas compared to that person who buddhinashat pranashyati, if a person who is ragadvesha viyuktaha, he is not under the influence of ragadveshas. He is having mastery over the ragas and dveshas. Ragadvesha viyuktaistu means ragadvesha, from their power, he is viyuktaha. Viyuktaistu vishayan indriyaischarana. When the indriya sense organs, when they are going on to the sense objects also, because he has got mano nigraha, indriya nigraha, shama, damade, shat sampannaha, atmavasher vidheyatma, atmavashehi, vidheyatma, vidheyatma, that is, the mind listens to him. This Atma here is not the Atma of the end of the knowledge. I'm not talking of that. This Atma means the mind. Atma Vasher Videya Atma. This Atma Vasher is what? This is Indriyani Vashehi Videya Atma. This is Dama. This is Shama. Prasadam Adhigachyati. He will attain to tranquil position in the mind. Prasadam adhigachyati. He will be always tranquil in the mind. Nothing will disturb him because he has won over this ragadveshas. Ragadvesha viyuktaistu vishayaha indriyaischaran. Even though the sense organs are contacting the sense objects, and like as though you are in the mall and you are doing some window shopping. Vishayan indriyescharan atmavashyehi vidheyatma prasadam adhigachyati. He will attain to supreme peace. Prasadam adhigachyati. And afterwards what? Why this? Why do you require this prasadam, this tranquility of the mind? Why? Because you do not want to have any tossing by sukha dukkha. Prasade sarva dukkhanam hanihi asya upajayate. Prasade means with the mind being very, very together, the mind being with you, the mind being very peaceful, the mind being very tranquil, the mind which is your servant. Prasade sarva dukkhanam hanihi. There are a lot of areas where we become dukkhis. Sarva dukkhanam hanihi. The destructive influence of all those dukkha's. Prasade, from this prasada, the destructive influence of all those dukkha's, asya upajayate. They will simply be subdued. They will simply be under control. Upajayate. Like an engulfing fire has been put out. Upajayate. Prasanna chetaso hi ashuhu. Prasanna chetasaha. The one who has the mind with him all the time, that prasanna chetasaha, he means indeed. Ashuhu, immediately, buddhihi padyavatishtate. His buddhi is padyavatishtate, is nicely withdrawn from the world of objects, and it is available for contemplation of the higher. What is that higher? Atma. Contemplation of Atma. Prasade sarva dukkhanam hanihi asya upajayate. Prasanna chetaso hi ashuhu buddhihi paryavatishtate. The Tatparya reads nicely. With the attainment of such placidity of the mind, all his sorrows come to an end. And the intellect of such a person of tranquil mind, soon this ashuhu, he ashuhu means he ashuhu. Indeed, soon. Yashuhu buddhi paryavatishtate. So, where am I? And the intellect of such a person of tranquil mind, soon, withdrawing itself from all sides, becomes firmly established in God. Established in God, established in himself, established. Like that earlier verse I have said, no? Param društva nivartate. What is that verse I said? Asangoham Asangoham, asangoham punah punah. Satchidanandarupoham ahameva hamavyayah. This set of slokas was rendered by Shankaracharya, I believe. Okay, God willing, time permitting, we will do some justice to those slokas one of these days. So, prasade sarva dukkhanam hanihi asya upajayate prasanna chetasaha hi ashuhu buddhihi paryavatishtate. On the other hand, the person who is a victim of whatever he keeps on thinking regarding objects and things like that, he gets attached to the objects. Jayato vishayan pumsaha sangasteshu upajayate, etc. Finally, buddhinashat pranashyati. The other fellow is being talked of. Nasti buddhirayuktasya nacha yuktasya bhavana nacha bhavayata shantihi ashantasya kuta sukham. Nasti buddhihi ayuktasya. The person who is not together with himself regarding the sense organs, mind and buddhi, and he does not have the viveka that this jhana on these sense objects is going to be destructive finally. If he does not have that bhavana, nasti buddhihi ayuktasya. Ayukta means the person who does not have this viveka bhavana. Nacha ayuktasya bhavana. Nacha ayuktasya. This fellow, this ayuktasya, who is not with himself all the time, the mind is not with him, okay? And sense organs keep on going away outside and taking away prasabham manaha. The mind also is knocked off, taken away. For such a person, nacha ayuktasya bhavana. Bhavana means when he wants to sit in contemplation of the truths of the higher, nacha ayuktasya bhavana. That contemplation is not possible. Nacha ayuktasya bhavana. Bhavana is that contemplation. Nacha abhavayata shantihi. Person who is not contemplative, there is no shanti, there is no peace. If you are not contemplative, when you are contemplative, what happens? The external objects and external influences have stopped bothering you, is it not? When you are contemplative and you are with yourself and you are employing your mind, intellect, and your vyavasayatmika buddhi, all these things for the thoughts of the higher. That is bhavana, that is contemplation. Nacha abhavayata shantihi. If you are not able to contemplate, where is the shanti? Ashantasya kutasukam. Shantarahita. Ashantasya. Ashantasya kutasukam. Where is happiness for such a person when he is tossed by ashanti all the time? Ashantasya kutasukam. Nasti buddhirayuktasya nacha ayuktasya bhavana nacha abhavayata shantihi ashantasya kutasukam. And in our daily life, we if we are not careful, we kind of conform to this verse, is it not? Nasti buddhihi ayuktasya. When we are not with ourselves, when we are not in a contemplative mood, etc., all those things happen. Nasti buddhiyadaptasya nachayuktasya bhavana nacha bhavayata shantihi ashantasya kutasukam. I think we'll stop here. Any questions we will attend to tomorrow. And I would prefer any questions, if those could be kind of transmitted to Brahmara, she will have the advantage of projecting that, so that all others can see the questions and get some benefit out of that when we discuss the questions. All right?
Should we do Manana or I put the next video? Kindly let me know.
मानना करते हैं just for at least 5 minutes.
Yes, please. So very beautifully explained by Nanaji that the one who is together with his mind and his senses, for him, no external forces can affect. Yeah, please share your understanding.
Meditating on Atma, the Raga Dvesha will also go. It's that point I got now. Am I right? He said only on the Atma you can contemplate.
Yes, yes. When you focus on the self, that is
Mhm.
antarmukhi. When you are antarmukhi, then those the influence of the external forces, because your antakarana is raga dvesha vihita, they are not with likes, they are not carried away by the likes and dislikes. You are able to be that yukta person, the one who has his senses under his complete control.
Dhyayate Vishayan Punsa means that that object, that behind that object we should not run, and in the Purusha or Atma, Punsa, he said, no, Punsa is Atma. There you have to contemplate. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, I request everyone to share, please.
Nanaji spoke about that which sukta he spoke?
Brahma Sutra, na?
Brahma Sutra. Yeah. Brahma Sutra.
Asangoham
Asangam.
asangam. So that vairagyam is also very, very important. If there is sharing, kindly share. Otherwise, we have another 5-6 minutes, I will play the next video, as you all say, Nanaji's video only.
Yes, please.
Or we can, if anyone wants to share
Continue,
further.
Brahmiraj.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry. Belaji, please continue.
And Shanti is available through proper contemplation. This fellow does not have the proper contemplation. Who is this fellow? Whose mind goes after the indriyas like a sheep. Nasti buddhihi ayuktasya. Ayuktasya. That is, the one who does not have the vyavasayatmika buddhihi, who does not really conform to the raga dvesha viyuktais to vishayanindriyaischara, that sloka. No. And he does not put in adequate effort to have some kind of a mastery over the mind. Ayuktaha. Okay? Ayuktaha. Nasti buddhihi. In respect of him, the buddhi is not there. Buddhi means wisdom. There's no wisdom regarding Atma Vidya. Nacha ayuktasya bhavana. For such a kind of a person, what is a contemplation regarding Atma he can do? Nacha abhavayata shantihi. That kind of a person who does not contemplate on the Atma Tattva, the Tattvamasi Mahavakya, all those things, such like Vedanta Vakyas, abhavayata, that fellow, shantihi kutaha, nacha abhavayata shantihi, that is, na shantihi abhavayataha. That fellow who does not contemplate, there's no shanti. Ashantasya kutas sukham. What a development of lack of sukham, beautifully developed. Ashantasya kutas sukham. So what we need to do? We have to always be Shanta Purushaha. And that Shanta Purushaha only can contemplate. And that contemplation only can take us forward. And that will give us Sukham. Okay, Dukkha Vinasham. Next verse. Indriyanam hicharatam yanmanonu vidhiyate tadasya harati prajnam vayurnavam ivam bhasi. I will just read the Tatparya. As the wind carries away a boat upon the waters, even so, of the senses moving among sense objects, the one to which the mind is attached takes away his discrimination. That is, the person whose mind is carried away by the sense organs, who always will be very fond of the sense objects. Sense organs will be fond of the sense objects. And mind must have some kind of a restraining force on the sense organs, and it must have its own restraining effect. If that is lacking, if it keeps on following the sense organs, like even a sheep following another sheep, then what happens? Tadasya harati prajnam vayuhu navam iva ambhasi. Ambhasi is waters. Vayuhu means wind. Wind. Navam iva. A small boat. Ambhasi. And the small boat has to go to some destination. It is somehow the Navika is trying to row to take it to the destination. What happens? That Navika is you. That Navika is you. You are trying. But in the process, what happened? Indriyanam hicharatam yanmanonu vidhiyate. These sense organs have taken away the mind. The mind is not available with the Navika. Tadasya harati pragyam. Now he stopped even rowing. When such a thing happens, there is a big wind and the wind has carried away the boat far, far away from its chosen destination. What is the chosen destination? What is the chosen destination? Atma Vidya.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Jivan Mukti, that is the destination. And it is nicely taken away. So who is to blame? It is the mind to be blamed. But the mind belongs to who? You. You are the mind and the mind belongs to you. You do not have any control on the mind. You do not have any mastery over the mind. And mind does not have any mastery over the sense organs. And when that kind of a thing happens, Indriyanam hicharatam. Indriyanam hicharatam means what? Charatam indriyanam. Charatam. Charatam is what? They will be always moving onto the sense objects. Indriyanam hicharatam yan manonuvidhiyate. Yasya manaha anuvidhiyate. It simply follows. Tadasya harti pragyam vayuho navam ivambasi. These are the verses. These are the verses we must catch hold of. What is our problem? It is because of this. Because we run after the sense pleasures. We become a slave to the sense organs. When that happens, the chosen Atma Vidya takes to the winds Vayurnavam Ivambasi. If you equate Atma Vidya to a small boat, because for a beginner like you and I, it is like a small boat. Our grasp of that subject regarding Atma Vidya is so little. We are sincerely trying to get there, and that small boat will be hijacked, totally taken away from its destination. So what do we have to do? We must be always aware of the vagaries of the mind and keep it under control with us. Tasmad Jasya Mahabaho. Next verse.
Give preference to these things. Simiji, kindly mute, please. Yes, I know. That should be a Rio. Simiji, please mute yours.
Beautifully says, Tasmad Jasya Mahabaho Nigruhitani Sarvashaha Indriyani Indriyadebhyaha Tasya Prajna Pratishtita. On the other hand, Tasya Prajna Pratishtita, that fellow's Prajna, that fellow's Atma Vidya, that fellow's Sthita Prajna is Pratishtita, is established, whose Tasmad Yasya Mahabaho Nigruhitani Sarvashaha. Nigruhitani, it is restrained always. Indriyani Indriyadebhyaha. Indriyani Indriyadebhyaha tasya prajna pratishtita. The sense organs, if nigruhitani sarvashaha, if these are restrained from moving away and embracing the indriyardhas all the time, tasmat yasya mahabaho nigruhitani sarvashaha. If these are restrained by your own self-effort and will, that is the purushartha. Indriyani indriyadebhyaha tasya prajna pratishtita. Therefore, Arjuna, he whose senses are completely restrained from the sense objects, objects means sense objects, he is said to have a stable mind. That was the question of Arjuna, isn't it? Sthita prajnasya ka bhasha samadhistasya keshava. Such like queries he has made. So the answer is coming in in a torrent from Krishna. In between, of course, Krishna has talked of the mind going here and there, and how when that kind of a thing happens, Vishayaha vinivartante niraharasya dehinaha rasavadyam rasopyasya param društva nivartate. And afterwards, he has given the so-called ladder of destruction of a person. Buddhinashat pranashyati jhayato vishayan pumsaha, etc. Buddhinashat pranashyati. After that, now he is giving you tasya prajna pratishtita. He is coming back to where Arjuna's question started. Now, yanisha sarvabhutanam tasyam jagarti samyami esyam jagrati bhutani sanisha pashyato munehe. You please note here, it may be the grammar rule or whatever. Here, Yasyam Jagrati Bhutane. Here, Yanisha Sarvabhutanam Tasyam Jagarti Samyami. Jagarti Samyami. Samyami means the wise person who is established in himself. Samyami. Jagarti. It may be the dictate of the Vyakaranam. Jagarti. This is singular. Whereas Yasyam Jagrati Bhutani. Bhutani is so many several people. So many people. So Jagarti may be that. So when you chant, you will have to be careful about it. Tasyam Jagarti Samyami. Yasyam Jagrati Bhutani. Sanisha Pashyato Munehe. What does it mean? Ya Nisha Sarvabhutanam. What is night for all beings? Tasyam Jagati Samyami. This wise person will be awake. Yasyam Jagrati Bhutani. Into where all the people, all bhutas. Bhutas means people like you and I who are not wise yet. Sanisha Pashyato Munehe. This Munehe, this Samyami, Sa Nisha Pashyato Munehe. He looks at it as night. What is day for all of us becomes as though the night for him, and what is night for all of us, it is day for him. Tasyam Jagrati Bhut Samyami. What does it mean? What a lovely poetic expression by Bhagavan Krishna. That which is night to all beings, in that state of divine knowledge and supreme bliss, the God-realized yogi keeps awake. And that the ever-changing, transient, worldly happiness in which all people are awake, into which the yogi is asleep. Into which all beings are awake. It is night to the seer. He is asleep. What does it mean? What is day for us? Yasyam Jagrati Bhutani. We will start from the second line. Yasyam Jagrati Bhutani. We are all the bhutas. We are all the people. Krishna is addressing. Yasyam Jagrati Bhutani. People like us. Into where we are awake. We are awake into the reality. Huh?
We are awake to the Jagat.
Very right. We are awake to the reality of the Jagat. We are awake to the reality of the Jagat, and we keep on conducting ourselves and Raga, Dvesha, etc. all those things happen, and we become a sukhi once in a while, dukhi once in a while. That is how the samsara goes on and on and on. Into that kind of a thing, where we are awake to the Jagat. The Samyami is what? Is asleep, in the sense that in the Jagat, not that during the daytime he sleeps. The meaning is, during the daytime, when you and I see the Jagat, the Samyami sees you and I, and he sees in you and I what? He sees Brahma Eva, Atma Eva. He sees himself. And in the Jagat, you and I in the Jagat, were reveling in the Jagat. And he as though pities us. And in the Jagat, what does he see? In the Jagat also, he sees what? Brahma. Because Jagat is
Hari Om, I'm really sorry. I have to leave for long Kriya. Really sorry. I'm not feeling like stopping the video. I know it is very, very beautiful. Shall we continue and someone can take over the Manana session, please? I'm really sorry. Can someone take over the Manana session, please? We will watch the video tomorrow. Savitaji, can you please take over the Manana session and meditation and Shanti part, please? Or somebody else can help. I will just say Shanti part and then. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayah, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kashit Dukha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Kshamyatam. I'm really sorry. I have to leave.